if you were going to get started and then you were worried about all of those things, you probably won't get started.
No.
So it's really good that you've managed to control that, and that's a great message for anyone else.
Well, I don't know if it's controlled yet.
Well, you got started anyway.
Yeah,
so, no, I know what you mean. And I think with video, as you say, and everything that you do is so competitive that probably pushes you to be even more analytical of it. It's not like you're in a new industry and you can set your own standards. There's so much of it now.
Well, that's it. And also, I would say it's so easy to compare. This is a story, well, a kind of a phrase that everyone says, don't compare yourself to others.
Yeah.
But in the videography world, it's so easy to go look at their camera or their quality and stuff, go, oh, I want that. But get to know your kit really, really well.
Yeah.
And you should be able to get, similar output. And there might be people leading the way and with them and with what they're doing, but join them. Don't kind of compare yourself. Just like talk to them, get to know them and share ideas. Because that's what I found really well. There's a good community in the question world of videographers that go on the circuit, go to different events. You see them, every couple of months or, multiple times a month sometimes, depending on what part of the season you're in. And it's good fun. You have a good laugh together and just respect each other as well. Because we all have our own little individual client base. And I won't go after any of my friends' clients. So it's just kind of that mutual respect. And I know some people that they won't go after mine. And it's just having a respect for, and I help them out if they want a second angle. I'll just take some footage and just give them to them. There's things like that. You can help each other out. Yeah. Yes, it's a competitive industry, but it's also friendly.
Yeah, exactly. How do you navigate it though if someone is working with this person, but they come to you and they want to change over to you?
It's a difficult one, especially when you're close to other videographers. But my kind of principle is that I won't go after them. If they come to me for a quote, I'll give them a quote, because I'm not going to say no to a brand, because people in the equestrian world and like any other world, it's a small industry. People move from company to company. So if a brand comes to me and they're working with my friend and they want a quote, I'll give them a quote. And then if that quote gets accepted, then I'll speak to my friend and say, look, by the way, they came to me for a quote. I haven't gone after them and they've accepted it. And I do it that way and not go to them before, because I don't want them to go behind the brand's back, because you still got to be professional with the brand and your friends. Because if I said to them, by the way, this brand came to me for a quote, they might then go and kick off to the brand, and it looks really unprofessional in my sense. On my part. So that's the way I like to do things. It might not be right for everyone, and people might disagree with me. But I don't go after clients that I know people are working with. If they come to me, because people move around and there's a change, change of staff and things like that. So it's hard. It's hard to navigate. You're never going to get it right.
No, absolutely not. But it sounds like you're doing it the right way. To be
Hopefully,
fair.
That's the thing. Like, I'm very honest with people, and I'm very open, and I will say, look, I haven't gone after them. They've come to me, and kind of leave it at that. And I feel like if you're honest with people and open with them, then the respect is there. Yes, like they might be annoyed about it, and I'll probably be annoyed if I lose a client to you, say, and you start filming them. But I'll have great respect for you, and then it just creates a more positive environment.
Positive. Yeah, I think that's so important in the space. I find, obviously not everyone, but there can be a lot of tension in the industry between competitors and brands and businesses. So I think having that sort of ethos is really important, because actually collaborating, working together, like you've already said, actually breeds more results than fighting each other. That's my experience.
And you're not going to win everything.
No,
that's kind of. And also, like when you're at school, were you friends with everyone? No, you weren't, but you're respectful to people.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I want to carry on to this, is that there's a load of people on the circuit that's in this world. You can be friends with some of them. You might not be friends with others. That's fine. That's what life's about.
Yeah.
But then just be respectful to everyone
Yeah.
and treat everyone the same. And that's kind of the way I work. And some people may say I'm too soft and that's too nice, but that's the way I want it to be for me, and that's I've got some good friends out of it. And some people are very cutthroat, and this is what they're doing. It's on their terms, and that's fine. I respect that. Yeah. But I'm not going to join that.
No. You need to run it on your own values and who you are.
Yeah.
The same as it's very similar in my industry. There are some people which would happily slash your tires because you've taken their business. Whereas I'm not going to do that.
I don't think it's that bad in videography. I
mean, I'm probably being a bit extreme, but there are people out there that will scowl at you if you take something from them, or or certainly put the bad word out if they can.
Yeah.
Whereas I would just be like, oh, well, I'm pleased that you found something that you see. But also, we've all got our own personal brands, our own business brands. Your brand is very different to some other photographers that I know.
Your own styles as well.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the brands, quite a few of the brands I work with, they sponsor a lot of riders.
Yeah.
So riders are always different events. And so they will have multiple people filming for them.
Yeah.
And then, next week they might do a brand shoot in someone's yard. I might be available or someone else might be available. Yeah. So, it's just, it's easy to get hold up on it and then get hold on that kind of fixation that why am I not getting the work?
Yes.
But if you can kind of see the bigger picture and see there's more to it, there's more pieces moving around, and your time will come, and there's other things in the pipeline, then I think you'll have a happier outlook, enjoy it more. But it is difficult because you want, like I say, no matter what stage, like now I want all the work.
Yeah.
I would love to be working 7 days a week. Obviously, it would be exhausting, but it'll be good fun and you learn lots. But you just got to kind of figure it out along the way and try and learn from every aspect. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you can try and do that, then I think you won't be far off succeeding.
No. So what is next for you? So you've got your own company, you're doing sort of self-employed as such.
Yeah.
Are you looking to grow into a business? Are you looking to get teams? Or are you just really going to hone in on your craft and stick to it as yourself?
Well, I'm trying to hone in on my craft and try and make that better and better, and open new avenues. I would love to go into other industries. I'd love to go into the wildlife industry, into the motorsport industry. So just kind of branch out and have kind of the way I work. I like different days. If every day is the same, I can get bored.
Yes.
So even in the horse world, every day is the same. It's brilliant. But there's a part of me that's like, maybe I want to go film some cars. I want to do some more trips abroad to Africa and things like that. It would be incredible. I do have people that work for me on a freelance basis at the moment. So on larger projects, I get photographers or other videographers to help me out. Because sometimes brands would like landscape and portrait and then photographs on the side. Okay. So it's truly to get the best out of the shoot, especially with working for horses when they've only got kind of a set period of time that they can actually go for, and until they're tired, you want to capture everything. Yeah, I was going to say, it's hard to do the landscape, the portrait and everything all on your own. Yeah, and you don't get the same results. So if they want, say, 10 reels and then 2 or 3 long format videos plus, say, a selection of photographs, you're not going to get that just as yourself if it's 1 horse or 2 horses working. And then, so you need a team of people there. I think that's what kind of brands struggle with is the price of it, because it's not cheap. No. Hiring 1 videographer, let alone a team. But the end result is much better. Yeah. Because you get more content. Everyone goes home happy. The horse is happy because they've only worked for the period of time. Riders are then happy and everything. And you get more worthwhile content rather than a couple of quick snaps, a couple of quick reels, and some dodgy landscape footage or something. So it is difficult. And you can crop landscape footage, but then it's all about the framing and things like that. I like just to film portrait or landscape, depending on the output. Yeah. But in terms of what's really next, I think this is the first point of my life where I don't know what's next. Okay. In terms of, I haven't put every stage. I've gone to university and I've gone to a job, and I'm like, right now I need to go back to university. I've done this, this, and this. I have objectives. I would love to build a team. Yep. I'd love to build the business, but in terms of exactly where I want to be, I don't. I'm just enjoying it as it's coming at the moment. Got you. Because it's just such fun, and I don't want to take that away. Yes. Yeah. So I do have some loose goals where I want to kind of. I've got a freelance editor. I've got freelance photographers, videographers. I would love to be able to get more work in on the bigger projects to kind of have more of a kind of production team. Yep. But if that doesn't happen for 2 years, or it happens in 1 year, that's fine. And I really want to hone my skills. So at the moment, YouTube is I'm just absolutely binging YouTube. Okay. And that's what I'd say to everyone is when I first started YouTube, for working out settings and things like that, especially editing, it's incredible. You don't have to pay for it. It's there. You can find the right content creators in the right areas, especially for sound, for cinematography, or whatever it may be. And sometimes it applies to you, sometimes it doesn't. But it's just the best resource there is, because you can pay for stuff, but why pay for it when if you look in the right places, it's there already. So if anyone's starting out, I'd definitely recommend just binge YouTube, because there are some amazing people out there.